Remembering the 1990 Dream Team, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, and Charles Barkley easily won the gold medal at the 1990 Summer Olympics in Barcelona. Their accomplishment contributed to the globalization of basketball in addition to cementing their position in history. In Olympic basketball, the Dream Team symbolized a new era. Now NBA players could play for Team USA before the 1992 Olympics. The NBA was the only professional league whose players couldn't play in FIBA competitions after 1986. The Dream Team dominated, winning with an average of 43.8 points each game. In the opening game, the United States outscored Angola 46-1. Starstruck opponents would even ask for photos with Johnson or Jordan. First, an earlier history of failures. The Olympic bronze medal that America won in 1988 was a turning point.
The United States goes home with a semi-final loss to the bigger, more experienced USSR team.
When only collegiate players were permitted to compete in the Olympics, the Soviet Union defeated the United States 82-76 in the semifinals.
While NBA players were prohibited from Olympic competition, professionals from other leagues abroad could play.
If you played in Europe for money, you were an amateur, but if you played in the NBA for money, you were a professional. And so our players weren't eligible.
Those other countries were using pros, playing against 18, 19-year-old kids. That is really unfair.
FIBA voted 56-13 on April 7, 1989, to permit professional players to compete. 1990 Dream Team includes Magic Johnson, the ideal facilitator because to his stature and vision, and Michael Jordan, probably the best player ever due to his unrivaled competitive drive and scoring ability. Scottie Pippen's defensive versatility and playmaking abilities complement Jordan nicely. Power forward Karl Malone leads the squad with his physicality and ability to score in the post, and Patrick Ewing provides stability by grabbing rebounds and blocking shots. John Stockton, the NBA all-time assist leader, provides unrivaled playmaking, while Clyde Drexler's agility and scoring add a spark off the bench. Larry Bird, even in his final years, delivers shooting and basketball knowledge. Chris Mullin's pure shooting, Charles Barkley's rebounding and scoring, Christian Leitner's youthful exuberance, and David Robinson's defensive and offensive abilities complete an extraordinarily strong roster. Adebayo forms a formidable defensive and offensive asset, and Joel Embiid, who is capable of guarding the rim and scoring well. Third, career points, championship titles, All-NBA selections, and MVP awards. The 1990 roster had a total of 267,000 career points, 23 championship titles, 100 All-NBA selections, and 14 MVP awards. The 1990 Dream Team was renowned for their outstanding passing, dominance in the paint, and rugged play. Their play was more conventional, fourth, with an emphasis on half-court sets and post-play. Centers could hardly hit threes back then and had a much shorter range. Big men could slow down the game by receiving the ball where they would have an opportunity to score, but they were limited in their other options. Low-post games were still popular. Chuck Daly, the genius behind the Bad Boys Detroit Pistons, was known for his defensive techniques and ability to manage egos on the 1990 team's coaching and Daly's ability to combine multiple playing styles into a dominant, cohesive force is legendary, and his defensive knowledge would be invaluable in game planning against today's offensive juggernauts. Sixth, team's competition level. The 1990 Dream Team faced less tough overseas teams since the rest of the world had yet to catch up to the NBA level of play. Team USA dominated at the Barcelona Olympics, winning by an average of 43.8 points each game. They won all 5 group stage games handily before defeating Puerto Rico, Lithuania, and the Commonwealth of Independent States (CIS) to get to the gold medal game. In the gold medal game, the Dream Team defeated Croatia 117-85 to secure the gold medal. Seventh, team's advantage. Experience and chemistry would benefit the Dream Team. Many of the 1992 players were seasoned veterans who had already competed in multiple All-Star games and playoff fights. The 1992 Dream Team's advantages include physicality, inside presence, and defensive tenacity. With dominant big players such as Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, and David Robinson, they could control the paint from both ends. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen's defensive abilities would stymie the 2020 for team's perimeter-oriented offense. The 1990 team's cohesiveness, unselfish play, and competitive desire give it an advantage in cohesion and mental toughness.
The greatest team ever assembled in the history of team sport.